Last time on our boat story, we passed through the last lock on the Trent-Severn Waterway, Lock 45 at Port Severn. Today we start on the Georgian Bay. This is likely some of the narrowest and shallowest areas on the Great Loop, with some sharp turns till we reach the open waters and anchor in Midland Bay. Aloha, we are Sava, Cynthia, and Alex, along with our two dogs, Lucy and Shadow. We're traveling America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile North American waterway from Florida to Canada and back down via the Mississippi. Follow us on this journey on our boat called Mahalo. Where it gets really confusing, we've seen several of these now where you see a red marker and a red buoy, but you can't go between the two of them. You have to go and stay between the red and the green, obviously, but it's only 4 feet there. So if you went there, you would definitely run aground.
The green side is so small.
Yeah.
And it really, we couldn't see it in sunlight.
So yeah.
Red here and then.
But if you see a red and a red, yeah, don't try to go between red and reds or green and greens. All that'll get you all in trouble. So,
Having said that, is that
but it is confusing. There's no question. It is confusing to have double markers.
Green. So these people, two houses. There's two houses on this. The house up on the rock was firm.
Literally, they built their house on the rock. Yeah.
What was it? The foolish man built his house upon the sand, and the house on the sand fell flat. The wise man built his house upon the rock. The wise man built his house upon the rock. So, I don't know how shallow it is here. Do we have to stay closer to those greens? And coming up,
I'm following a gentle line right now.
And there's a green way over there, so we're not even going near that little island, okay? There's, looks like 3 greens.
Through out that way.
Yeah, I see it there. Very pretty, but since yesterday at Docktails, along with other loopers, we heard about another boat, a very expensive looper boat, $1 million boat, ran aground just past this lock that we just did. So we are mindful that we need to really watch our navigation, but you can see how tricky it is, and we're just so sorry that their boat, not only did it hit it, it got a hole in the hull. Significant damage. So they're not in the loop right now, sadly. So Zava and Alex just went through a really narrow channel. I mean, it was like they were making right turns, hard right turns in this, between these rocks and rushes.
Yep.
The rocks and the rushes. At least here it's a little bit wider again, but look at the scenery, is totally different, guys. We've had so many pine trees, and now we have rocks. There's a seaplane or a helicopter. I think it's a helicopter. Or is that a seaplane with I think it's a helicopter. But here we have all this rocky, scrubby trees. Totally different view. And this is all part of Georgian Bay. We heard from Canadian friends that you must try the famous butter tarts. So, Zava hasn't tried it yet. Alex and I tried it. And it looks like a pumpkin pie, but it's really more of like, I've got to look up what's ingredients, but it almost
like
tastes
maple?
like, yes, like a maple
syrup?
custard. There's no nuts, at least in the ones we purchased at this last marina. This was the marina by the Great Chute. And as you can see, it was $1.75 for a butter tart. So I'm unwrapping it.
$1.40 US.
Right. But this is the real McCoy. So now I'm going to turn it because Zava doesn't mind eating on camera. And he's going to tell us what he thinks. Alex and I thought they were wonderful. But it melts in your mouth. The crust is amazing. And the inside is like kind of mapley and custardy, and it's good.
I can't distinguish the flavor right now.
Right. So, it's a hit though, right? It's good. It's not dry. It's moist. Almost, that's why I said a caramel custard taste. It's good though, right? So, Zava now has joined the Canadians in one of their favorite treats. And thumbs up.
Thumbs up and all over my face.
Thumbs up and crumbs on chin. Butter tart it is. So, the famous Georgian Bay. There's some motorboats, beautiful sailboat, and then if you look over here, there's lots of sailboats going toward that inlet. One sailboat that just passed us, he didn't even bother to put up a sail, although it looks like a good day for sailing. He's just pulling his dinghy, motoring along. Gorgeous first mate. Our handsome first mate. She's the maitress. Alex is fastening his O'Neill life jacket. He prefers that one too, the lighter weight ones. And there he goes.
Funny enough, the anchorage we're going to today is called Chesapeake Bay. Here in the Cynthia's laughing, in the Georgian Bay. Lizzie, what do you think? But it's a beautiful day. Let's take a look at the coastline here. Straight ahead is the Chesapeake Bay anchorage. Can't decide here whether those chairs are public or a public beach or a private beach, but I think it's a private beach. Yeah, it's gotta be private with such nice chairs. So we're going straight ahead. Shadow and Cynthia. Alex is looking out for underwater hazards. But there's a public park up here, and that's where we're supposed to be heading.
There does look like there's 3 flags and like a kind of a more government style, like.
Alright, that's where we came from. See some of the sailboats back there. Beautiful sunny day here. Pulling up to Midland, the Midland Bay area here. I think we're just going straight ahead to where the playground is. I think that's where it's taking us. All right, we have arrived. Alex, what town is this?
Midland.
Midland is over here. I'm gonna walk over this side. So that is Midland right here, and we are next to one of their parks. We just came from that area where you see the sailboat. And over here is a sandy beach. So it's supposed to be a sandy bottom below us as well. We'll see. So here's Alex. You want to give me your glasses, Alex? Or you want to keep them on?
They're the cheap glasses.
Okay, in case you lose them, not too bad?
Yep.
Okay, so you're on your paddleboard first time?
Yep.
On this one. Last time was where, Alex?
Croatia.
Croatia. So Kirsten Thorsten, if you're watching, falls ihr das sieht, Alex ist auf sein stand-up paddleboard. Here, let me get a picture of you. You prefer to sit or stand? Eh? Sit?
Yeah, like a kayak.
Beautiful anchorage here. Alex is going to try to stand up. There he is. What? So Alex made it all the way over to the beach. Told him to explore it. Tells if it's sandy. It looks sandy, but if it's sandy going in as well. So maybe he's going to try standing up on it now. Aloha, and thank you for joining us on this journey today from the Big Chute all the way here to Midland, Ontario. We're anchored here at Chesapeake Bay. Yeah, not the big bay, it's just a little bay. And Midland is over there. So we had a fantastic journey, relaxed all afternoon. But anyway, we want to thank you for watching. Mahalo. Please join us again next week when we continue. In the meantime, please like, share, and subscribe. As always, give us that thumbs up for our little channel. That makes a world of difference. And next week we'll continue on the Georgian Bay. Thank you again. We'll see you next week.